There's the sign. You are live. Hello, everybody. Livingston Taylor here, Livingston Taylor Show. Christmas hat. Let's see what we've got. Now, I'm still tuning this guitar, and I'm sorry. Normally, I get this done a little ahead of time, but what can I tell you? Oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot. You already know that I'm disorganized. Okay, so... yes, if that was a deal breaker on the Livingston Taylor Show. Okay, wait a second. All right, here we go. I'm getting tuned. I won't. All right, there we go. Oh, it's the Christmas version of the Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. You never know where it's gonna go. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. Is he cruising in the sleigh? Is he spreading round the toys? For Carly, Ann, and Candace, Kyle, Kimberly, and Roy, craving Christmas sushi, wasabi paste, and soy. There are no bad girls or boys on the Livingston Taylor Show. On the Livingston Taylor Show. You never know where it's gonna go. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. All right, the Livingston Taylor Show, brought to you today, as always, by WMVY, listener-supported radio, WMVYradio.org, on the bucolic island of Martha's Vineyard. Also brought to you today by Werner Extension Ladders. Werner Extension Ladders, if you have something high up that you need to do, you're going to need a ladder. And the reason why they're sponsoring us today is that I was way up in a tree on a Werner Extension ladder, and I just found it to be sturdy and dependable and reliable. And so, yes, I don't recommend going up on ladders lightly, but I really like being in high places in general. So I feel pretty good on top of a ladder in the top of a tree. And that's wernerco.com. And their corporate offices are in Illinois, and their ladders are assembled in Mexico, and assembled well, I might add, by our neighbors to the south. As well, sponsoring today is Vineyard House. Vineyard House. Now, Vineyard House is a sober community on Martha's Vineyard. And I gotta tell you, it's so great when somebody goes from being having a substance, alcohol or drug problem, to find sobriety, to get support in that early sobriety. And that is the Vineyard House. And then and think about this for a second, guys, instead of contributing to the insanity, all of a sudden now they're contributing to the sanity. And it's really, that is a remarkable change. And so Vineyard House is so worthwhile supporting, or those substance abuse, those treatment facilities around where you are. All right, that's good. That's good. Now, oh, this is going to be fun. Let's see what we have for a first song. All right, I'm sorry, I've got to tune just a little bit here. Testing one. I just got off touring, doing a seasonal, sort of a holiday tour with Carla Bonoff. And we had so much fun doing that. This is one of the songs we sang. You better not pout, you better not cry, you better not shout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Well, he's making a list, checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He knows if you've been sleeping. He knows if you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. Tooty toot toot, rummy tum tum, little toy flute, little toy drum. Santa Claus is coming to town. The boys and girls of Joyland will sing a jubilee. Oh, they're going to build a toyland all around the Christmas tree. Oh, wait a minute, I got another verse. The producer gave Livy a couple of bottles of wine. She said, give them to Santa, he likes a good time. Santa Claus is coming to town. Let's see, what's our day? Oh, yeah. The producer called Santa. She's setting him straight. Livy leaves broccoli all over his plate. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town. Oh, good. God. Yeah, Carla and I had a lot of fun with that. Oh, I love this time of year because I get to play some of these songs that I don't ever get to play when there's a hand old and rough, and it's holding on to one who's new and small, whose life is just begun. Hand in hand, young and old, calm each other's fear. Oh, Christmas is almost here. There's Okay, let's see if I can find that lyric. There's a rocky road ahead. Two people walk alone, wandering in the fading light if they can find their home. When hope is almost gone, a distant light appears. Oh, Christmas is almost here. Almost here for those in doubt, for those who must remain. Left behind when love grows cold, when shifting life brings change. Almost here for dreamers who think that there's a chance they can find their music and a partner for the dance. There's a dream, it doesn't die. People live as one. Justice has a gentle hand, and love is like the sun. The darkest night has passed. By the stars we steer. Oh, Christmas is almost here. Christmas is almost here. I love playing that song. Oh gosh. And I just have to touch bases just one moment on the bridge when he goes, almost here for those in doubt, for those who must remain. Left behind when love grows cold, when shifting life brings change. So I had that, and then I waited. And I waited for months, and I would visit my guitar time and time again, and it wasn't there. And then all of a sudden, I picked up my guitar. I happened to be in a music store in San Francisco, and this was waiting for me, was this melody in these chords. Almost here for dreamers who think that there's a chance they can find their music and a partner for the dance. And I thought, wow, well, that was worth the wait. Let's see. Ooh, birthdays. Well, we've got a nice selection of people celebrating birthdays, starting with the director Steven Spielberg. 12/18 was Steven's birthday. Happy birthday. I think Steven and my brother James are the same age. Am I? Very, very close. The producer and I have a wonderful carpenter friend by the name of James Boyle, and 12/22 is going to be his birthday. And Randy Gleesman.
Glezerman, that's Diane's husband. That's Randy.
Randy Glezerman.
Yeah, your brother-in-law.
My brother-in-law, and I didn't get his name right, Glezerman.
Bad, man.
I may not have, I don't know that I've ever known Randy other than Randy, Diane's husband. My brother-in-law, Glazerman.
Glasserman, yeah.
Glesserman. Okay, well, I've got it now, and excuse my shallowness. All right, and Dan Beach, 1226. My friend Dan, he lives around Orlando now, and he is an old and a truly dear friend of mine, a best friend for nigh on to 50 plus years. Wow. And Phyllis McMorrow, 1228. Phyllis and her husband Zach are dear friends as well, and so these are wonderful celebrations. Yay! And all right, let's put those there. Ooh, oh gosh, I'm gonna move over to this piano. Normally we're on Martha's Vineyard doing the Livingston Taylor Show, but today we're in Watertown. Now this, if I look like this is a huge piano or I've somehow shrunk, not so. As this piano, I'm sitting in a chair that's quite low. My nephew Josh came in my room. The morning was barely light. He said, get up, Uncle Liv. Santa brought his sleigh last night. There must be a million presents scattered all around the tree. Plenty for me and for Mom and for Dad, but one thing I did not see. I'm a little bit worried. I don't think you got a gift. And if you haven't been bad, then how come Santa left you off his list? I said, Josh, you're sweet to worry, but my behavior has been okay. Oh, Santa knows what I want for my perfect Christmas day. Instead of a toy train, I'd have people all hand in hand, voicing up in harmony, oh, ringing out through the land. And those in charge would listen till everybody had their say. That would be my perfect Christmas day. Instead of a shiny bike, I'd have a family back together again, knowing that a little forgiveness would let the love back in. The bitterness would leave, the respect and the trust would stay. That would be my perfect Christmas day. Instead of a baby doll, a father would find his child. He'd apologize for the choices he made when he was burned up young and wild. And from that moment on, he's just a phone call away. Tell me, wouldn't that be a perfect Christmas day? Instead of a playhouse, everybody would have a home. Generations together, oh, nobody left alone. The young teaching us to laugh, the old showing us how to pray. That would be my perfect Christmas day. We'd be together together, all on my perfect Christmas day, hand in hand, all on my perfect Christmas day. That would be my perfect Christmas day. Gosh. Well, if you think I had a good time writing that one, boy, were you right. Loved writing that song. There was a movie starring Judy Garland. And that movie was called Meet Me in St. Louis. Now, Meet Me in St. Louis, Hugh Martin and Ralph Blaine wrote the songs for that. And I'm going to do a song now by Hugh Martin and Ralph Blaine. And it's going to lead into another song. And you'll see that this starts making a little, you'll see this connection in a little bit. So, with our high top sneakers. What am I doing? That's not the lyric. With her high starched collar and her high topped shoes and her hair piled high upon her head, she went to lose a jolly hour on the trolley and found my heart instead. With my light brown derby and my bright green tie, I was still the loneliest of men. I started to yen, so I counted to 10. Then I counted to 10 again. Clang, clang, clang with the trolley. Ring, ring, ring with the bell. Sing, sing, sing with my heartstrings. From the moment I saw her, I fell. Chug, chug, chug went the motor. Bump, bump, bump went the brake. Thump, thump, thump went my heartstrings. I could feel the car shake. I tipped my hat. She took a seat. She said she hoped she hadn't stepped upon my feet. She gasped my name. I held my breath. I couldn't speak because she scared me half to death. Buzz, buzz, buzz went the buzzer. Pop, pop, pop went the wheel. Stop, stop, stop went my heartstrings. As I started to leave, she took hold of my sleeve with her hand, and as if it were planned, she rode on with me, and it was grand to stand with her hand holding by till the end of the night. By the way, that's part of something called Railroad Medley. Well, it's trolley car, but Bill Elliott and I smoothed it into Railroad Medley so we could do Railroad Medley with the BBC concert orchestra, which we did. And that, as you know, I've been putting those I've been putting up those BBC concert orchestra with Livingston Taylor. I've been putting them up one a month. In January, there will be a new one, but there are 3 up now. And one of these months, that song will, with all of those great players, will be up. And yeah, I'm hoping that you will enjoy it as much as I enjoyed recording it, because it was an amazing event. All right, let's see. Ooh, upcoming shows. Let's see, where the heck am I going to be? Oh, and right after Christmas, I'm going to be going. Villar, I need to ask the producer. Villar Performing Arts. Villar Performing Arts Center in Beaver Creek, Colorado. Beaver Creek, Colorado. By the way, I like to ski, and I love getting on a ski lift and being towed to the top of a mountain. And as I'm being towed, of course, what I'm doing is I'm storing kinetic energy in my body. I'm lifting me, and then gravity is going to bring me back down, and I'm going to dissipate that stored kinetic energy. And it's going to manifest in two ways. It's going to manifest, hopefully, it doesn't manifest in my falling at a rate that injures me badly. What I do hope for is that I will push copious quantities of snow around, and the worst that will happen is that my thighs will start to burn. So yes, Beaver Creek, Colorado. And then now we're in 2024, and January 11th, I'll be at the City Winery in Philadelphia. Now that's a makeup show because I got a cranky voice. And in, when was that? November? Anyhow, that's a makeup date. So if you have tickets to that, come, because I'm going to be in great voice and ready to burn on January 11th at that City Winery. Aching to redo that show and make it up and make it totally worthwhile. Now, 11, 12, 13, 14, I'm sorry, not 11, 1, 12, 13, 14, the 30A Festival, Walton County, Florida. That's in the panhandle of Florida. The 30A Festival, it is terrific. Look that up online. The weather's great. The acts, forget about it. They've got some great artists coming in there. And I rather immodestly include myself in that crew. All right, there it is. The Immelin Theater in Mamaroneck, New York, that's February 2nd. February 3rd, we're in Bolton Center, the Bolton Center in Bayshore, New York. So Mamaroneck and Bayshore, clearly we're doing a little tour of Long Island. And so that's our mini Long Island tour. You show up and see us one or both places. All right. What a joy to be here. So I spoke about Hugh Martin and Ralph Blaine in connection with the Trolley Song, Meet Me in St. Louis. Meet Me in St. Louis. Judy Garland, directed by Vincent Minnelli. Could Liza Minnelli be far behind? No, actually, Vincent Minnelli, the producer is looking at me in a rather quizzical manner. Vincent Minnelli and Judy Garland got together during the shooting of that movie. And I think, and yes, Liza Minnelli was one of the results of that filming. So anyhow, Hugh Martin Ralph Blaine wrote the Trolley Song, and in that same movie, Judy Garland sang, Christmas future is far away, Christmas past is past. Christmas present is here to stay, bringing joy that lasts. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make your heart be light. 'Cause from now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Oh, here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough. Oh, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Ah, man. Yeah, that's a sweet song. I know you guys have heard it to death recently, but thanks for your patience with that, because I can tell you, it is a wonderful song to play. All right. We're coming to an end of the Livingston Taylor Show. I'm tuning my guitar. There it is. My guitar is out of tune. I will tell you exactly why my guitar is out of tune. And this is very important for you guitar players out there to understand. My guitar is out of tune, this particular Livingston Taylor Show, for one reason. And that's that I was not properly tuned going in. I needed to take the time, but instead of taking the time to tune my guitar, I made a cup of coffee. I didn't prioritize my time properly, and I suffered for it. Don't worry, I've really learned my lesson. Does that go ahead and explain it to you? Oh, you wanted me to cop to it? Yeah. Testing 1, 2, 3. So what happens is that if you actually tune the guitar really properly before, and a string goes out of tune or something, it doesn't matter, because you just tweak it up and it's all there. But if you haven't tuned it properly, of course, now it's sounding pretty darn good. So I'll be ready to do the close of the Livingston Taylor Show. And once again, I sing. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. You never know where it's gonna go. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. Is he cruising in the sleigh? Is he spreading round the toys for Carly, Ann, and Candace, Kyle, Kimberly, and Roy, craving Christmas sushi, wasabi paste and soy? There are no bad girls or boys on the Livingston Taylor Show, on the Christmas Livingston Taylor Show. We're out of time. We gotta go. It was swell spending this half hour with you or so. We're gonna burn up the proof and let it flow. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. Happy holidays, everybody.